Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical. This is Mystical Gaming and we're jumping into Watcher of Realms. We're going to have a look at stage 7. This is my take on how I've done it. But let's discuss the elephant in the room to start with. So the thing about this is, here's stage 7. You get 4 to 5 spirits. You don't know which ones you're going to get. The drops are somewhat different and maybe better choice of or selection that you're going to get. And then you get your level 3 to 4 keystones as well. Now, the thing about this is, do you want to do it? That's essentially it. If you're doing gear aid, you would have to choose which gear aid you do to make sure you get the right spirit. You'd have to choose to hunt which gear you want, but maybe you want to hunt a particular type of gear, so that could be down to you. Everything else would remain the same. I don't know if the drop rates are better on the event or not, but essentially from 21 onwards you're still getting level 3 to 4 keystones. Yeah, from 21 onwards you get your 3 to 4 keystones, but you're also now getting your void cores as well. If you're thinking about doing it, then this won't matter to you, but you will get your Arcanium Crystal as well, which is great for those wanting to save gold, but that's a younger player account. So the only other thing is it will cost you 22 gold to do a gear raid run, whereas if you do an event run, it's only going to cost you the 20 stamina. Okay, so there are some differences that you should be aware of and think, is this for me? Do I want to do it? You will, of course, miss out on some of the big rewards that you can get from the trial, the Oracle's trial. So if you have a look at the Oracle's trial, there's the huge stamina pot. Huge stamina pot you can miss out on, and then after that we're back into the event. So there you go, up to you whether you want to do it or not, but this is my take on how I done it. Now if you've chosen after that and gone, actually fair point, I don't want to do it, then don't, but do leave the video running in the background and let all the adverts play through. That would help me out massively. Okay, right, other than that, now if you're watching on past that point, I assume you thought I'll give it a go. This is my take on how I done it, so let's get into that and we'll give it a look through then, shall we? So here we go. Decided to do it, jump into the fight, and let's have a look at the team. So the team to start with, I'm just going with 9 out of the 10. The reason for this is to show you that you can have some flex in your team. Realistically, I could do without Toreador, but he does supply that extra help to Baron as well, but we could probably be alright without that. Now, Araka is really good. There is only a finite number of heroes that are ground-based units that can hit airborne as well, and they come in very handy in this fight. There's a list here of ones I can think of off the top of my head. There may be some others, but this is probably a good place for you to start with. Now, Araka's up there, Numeria's up there, and they can both go in the same team together, so that works out remarkably well for us. You want some AoE, so I'm going to use Nyx. You want some single target, we'll go for Yuri. We're going to go for Silas. You want a pair of healers. I'm using Vortex and I'm using Eloin. Could use pretty much anyone. Probably someone cheaper than Vortex would be good, but you do want a breadth of healing again. You want that width coming out. Maybe Aileen would be remarkably good for you as well, so she could work really well here as well. And then you probably want a tank as well. You don't need a tank. I've taken a couple of defenders because one of them works as a lord and the other works as a defender, so that works out remarkably well for me. But it allows me to show one end using a tank system and another end using a fighter system where I'll be using Araka. So you can mix and match and choose what works best for your account. And if you think you're lacking anything, or you want someone to sort of die for you or just supply an extra little something, then there's that spare slot for you as well, and you can chuck in there as well. That's the idea of it. Okay, it's not some big showy offy CC type thing. It's just to show that there is some flex within the team that you can use. Right, let's get me out of the way to start with. Hopefully that is small enough for you to be able to see everything, all the important stuff that goes on the screen, as opposed to my fat face. Right, now The issue you've got at the start is you might want some single target damage, okay? Just bring out some single target damage just to take that up or to help out there. Arrogance would be remarkably good here, but we can chuck down a Vortex. We're going to help heal up our Nyx as well because she's going to start taking damage. The next one I can place down is I'll place down Numeria, so she can go up there and she can start attacking that one behind Nyx. But Nyx is very much there for the AoE, okay? And it's a really nice position for her to be in there, taking up that area for the AoE. So for the future of the as the map evolves and as the fight evolves, she's in a really good position, as we struck down early with her, okay? Next we're putting down some single target damage dealers. Now for me that's Silas. Now he's going down there and he's going to start taking care of these mobs for me. They're going to come down and try and get their way out. Now the mobs do two things, okay? So the ones that come down in front of him will then take the long walk up to go into the second exit. The ones that go up will then go around and then come down, okay? So there is more time than it appears that you've got, okay? So bear that in mind. Now you can either place down a tank down there or you can place down DPS. I've gone with another DPS, but you could go with a tank, you could go with a fighter down there as well, that sort of thing, or a tanky fighter, depending on how you want to play it, okay? A lot of options for you to go with. Now I've gone for a platform base, I've gone for Yuri, she's gone down there, absolutely great hero. I can trigger off Silas. He's going to take out those mobs just in time for me, and then I need to heal him up. So I need my healer down. Now I'm using Eloin, so I can put her down. Silas is just starting to take some damage, but there are plenty of other heroes you can use that are cheaper, okay? So we can just about squeeze Nyx in. Now unfortunately for me, I decide to use her ultimate, which is a bit of a shame. I think I use it a bit too early. If you can get away without using it by just putting a spare tank down there or something, that would work out well, and that would just give her a bit more time as well. There we are. Or you could place a fighter down there and have her help out. Now, talking of fighters, I'm then going to start to place my fighter. Now, if I have a look at Silas's range there, his range was straight up. Whereas I see Yuri's range is going from that centre out to the left. So she can attack these mobs much earlier than Silas can, okay? Which means Silas got a very short window of opportunity to be able to kill the mob. So to alleviate some of that pressure on poor little Silas, what we do is we place down our airborne, our fighter that can go from ground to air. So there's Araka, down it goes, boom and boom. We can start taking out that mob and we can help out Silas, bless him. So that's one way to deal with that issue there. The other is with Yuri facing that way out. Now the other thing is you're going to have more mobs coming in, so you may wish to block them off or may wish to make your fighter a little more tanky. Over on the right hand side we've got Nyx doing the Nyx thing. There's some plenty of targets, gone AoE. Now I've gone with a healer artifact on her, but I think the little skull one where she gets a boost to her damage on killing someone would work fantastically well for her, okay? So bear that in mind, I've probably gone with the wrong artifact. Now up on the top left, we've got a mob coming round, and this time I've placed a tank down there, okay? I've gone with Baron, but you could go with another fighter that deals airborne damage as well, because there'd be some airborne units coming round, and you could help out with the DPS to start with, okay? So there's Nyx going down on the right hand side, taking care of everything, sorted, all good. And we're in a nice little place now. We've done 23 out of the 63. All is looking good in our little world. Everyone we want placed down is pretty much placed down. On the top left, we've got DPS and tank. On the bottom left, we've got 2 DPS. So you can sort of mix and match to see how it would work out for you. Okay. We can see Yuri's going to take on that top one at the top left, and then on the bottom left we can start getting Araka up there, and she's going to start taking out that one as well for us, okay? So this works out remarkably well for us on either end. Just depends how your account is and what your account's like. Now over on the right hand side we've got these little dudes coming over here. They open up the vortex, don't they? Then they start letting out those mobs. Nyx is going to take care of them absolutely fine, but there are some that sneak around the back of her, and that's what Numeria is there for. She's going to start taking out those mobs for us as well, okay? Does a fantastic job on it, no issues whatsoever. We've got a nice little poison sparkle going on, and she's had a nice buff, so she works well there, okay? But again, any ground unit that can take on your fighters, okay, so like your Zilitude, Aspen, Helga, could all work remarkably well depending on where you're going with your Lord skills, okay? That's the next sort of round done. Then we've got the flying bugs. We give them a swift ignoring. They're going to fly down. Everyone's going to need some healing. That's about it, really. Nothing really concern ourselves about. Those 4 will then just fly off the screen and go back through their portals, and we get the rewards for it. Okay, now we've then got the mobs coming down again. We're back into our DPS on the left hand side. So we've got on the top we've got our tank and DPS, and on the bottom we've got a double DPS. Just be aware of the double DPS. If your DPS dies while Iraqi gets quite close there, you might have to put your emergency, in my case, tank down there or something like that. Okay, so it depends on who else you bring with you. Remember, you've got that spare slot if you want to bring someone else down with you. Again, we've got the more of those little ones opening up the portals on the right hand side. Nyx is now ready again with her ultimate. Boom, she can cast that off. I dare say Xena would work remarkably well over there, but we used her yesterday, so we'll try and make something a little bit different today. Now, on the left hand side, it's just a bit of a DPS race. If you've got enough DPS or enough blockage, you're all good. If not, you may want to swap it around. But if your DPS dies, no great shakes, just think, I either need to make that DPS a bit tankier, or like I've done, DPS dead, just slot in a tank. It's not an issue, not a pressure thing, anything like that. And then there we are, we've got the last few to do. On the top, my DPS has a harder time doing it because there's only one of them, so they've got all the mobs to kill by themselves while the tank just tanks it up. So work whatever goes with whatever works on your account. Okay, that's what you should be looking at. This is more of a concept on how to make up the team. And that left hand side all blocked up, and that right hand side with a bit of AoE, and those fighters that can hit airborne units are going to be great for you. 3-starred, first time through, job done. There's our rewards. Okay, that's it, done and dusted. So this was the team I used. Are they in good gear? Probably. You're supposed to have 1 mil, and we are far short of it. So there's the gear. We've got her in her own exclusives because, well, you can, and it works remarkably well for her. Okay, so that's her done. But go with whoever you like. What's Nyx in? Nyx is in. I've gone with IR for Nyx. Again, I used the wrong artifact. I used this one. I think this would work remarkably well on her. Okay, I haven't tested it, but while I was running, I thought that would work well. Probably used the wrong one. Yuri, pretty much the same as yesterday. She's in Soulbound Arcana. Silas will be in IR. Yeah, why would you have me in anything else? Myriad, she's in Soulbound Arcana. So there we go. Corridor, he's in morale, obviously. HP morale based set. Baron, he's in a Guardian set. There we go. The Guardian keep for him. Healers are probably in Invigoration. And then Vortex is in Invigoration as well. Okay, just bear in mind, Vortex single target healer, so I generally go with speed in the middle because he's a single target healer. You want to heal quite often. You want that rate of fire as opposed to a weight of it. Okay, sort of realistically. There you go. That's the team. All right. Will I run it? Maybe. I'll at least get the stamina pot. Whether I go any further than that, I don't know. There we are. Might start hunting Void Wars instead. There you go, that's my take on it. Right, there you go. I hope you found the video helpful. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. Using a different team, or you've got a nice little strap, put that in the comments below. It's always nice to hear how other people are cracking it. I'll see you all in the video again soon. If you can do the old thumbs up, like, and subscribe, thank you very much for your time. That would help me out massively. Okay, and I'll see you all in the video again soon. Cheers then.